want everybody here today to put your hand up. Yep, thank you, that'd be great. Now put it really, really nice high in the air. Great, now you can pop it down. And now I want everybody to say hello on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And now I want you all to look around the room and make eye contact with somebody who you didn't come with today and just smile. Perfect. So now you've just proven to me that you've got everything that you need to be a part of a community. I believe in the power of community. I believe that in taking 3 steps backwards, we can take 4 steps forwards. I believe that climate change cannot just be fought by a bunch of scientists and innovators, but that it can be fought by you and I. I'm Lottie Dalziel, and my passion for community started when I didn't have any passion at all. I'd moved from bustling, borrow a cup of sugar from your neighbour Brisbane, to Sydney. I got strange looks as I waved hello at my bus driver. The barista at my local coffee shop that I visited for 18 months every day didn't even know my name. I would walk past my neighbours on the street without even recognising them. And the people that I was burping next to, sharing bodily fluids with at the gym, would run out the door without even a high five. I spoke to a couple of people about this and I was told, this is normal. I was told, you're in the big smoke now. I was told that people just get on with things here and to not worry about it. So I tried not to. I stopped waving to the bus driver. I scrolled through my phone as I waited for my coffee. I kept not acknowledging my neighbour, and I also became one of those people who ran out of the gym without even a high five. All the whilst, I felt the news headlines weighing on my shoulders. There'll be more plastic than fish in the sea by 2050. The number of wild animals on Earth has halved in the past 40 years. An animal or insect species goes extinct every 30 minutes. I felt disheartened. I felt alone. I felt like I was just one person, so why would I even bother trying if nobody else was going to? I felt like giving up. But you know what? My grandma didn't raise a quitter, and everything changed when I made a New Year's resolution. Yes, you heard that correct, a New Year's resolution that actually worked. There was no ambitious weight loss goals. There was no savings targets. It wasn't even a SMART goal. What it was to do better. Now, what does that mean? I'm not entirely sure, but I can tell you that 2.5 years later, I am definitely doing better. To date, I've helped 160,000 Australians reduce their waste, and I'm proud to say that they think of me every time they look at their rubbish bins. My passion for community started with a worm. Yep, a wriggly, squirmy, icky little worm. On my quest to do better, I started looking into composting. And I thought, inner city living, no garden, no compost bin, tough luck. But it was through connecting with people in my community that had a compost bin, and in some cases a worm farm, that I was able to find community. I was able to connect with people who, like me, were trying to do better. I don't feel disheartened anymore. I feel inspired each and every day. So I want to share with you 3 examples of communities that are doing better. So first of all, let's look at the power of people. Literally. Take the sleepy seaside town of Daylesford. In 2011, this community raised $10 million to fund Australia's first community-run wind farm. These 2 turbines, named Gale and Gusto, now create enough energy to power 2,000 homes. In inner city Sydney, two Camdenville State School parents decided to start a community composting program. They called it Food Scrap Friday, and as the name suggests, every Friday, as families drop off their kids, they also drop off their food scraps. These scraps are then collected and composted in one of 20 compost bins that are then used to teach the kids about our environment and about composting. What seems like a small grassroots movement to date has collected over 20,000 kilos of food scraps that are now no longer going to landfill. And lastly, the hardest, most difficult part of starting a community movement for 90-year-old Don Wilson was finding a good name. 7 days later, Adopt a Street and Keep It Neat was born. As the name suggests, individuals put their hand up and adopt their street. They simply walk down, pick it up once a week, once a month. You can choose. This group of waste crusaders, they don't spend countless hours, they haven't changed their life dramatically. They're simply getting fitter whilst picking up litter. These three examples are just grains of sand in how communities are making a difference when it comes to climate change. For me, my community is about empowering individuals to do better. It's about giving them credible information on things as simple as what to put in your recycling bin. It's about connecting them with individuals who, like them, want to do better but aren't even sure where to start. And it's about giving small Australian business owners a platform that they can sell their wares from Kalgoorlie to Cairns to Launceston. So what am I asking of you today, the newest members of my community? I'm asking for you to believe. Believe that you are powerful. Believe that you can make a difference. Believe that you can fight climate change. Wave to your bus driver. Make that barista remember your name and how to spell your name properly. High five people at the gym. Say hello to your neighbours. You could even adopt a street, start a community composting program, just join in a beach cleanup. You know your community because you're already a part of it, whether you're participating right now or you're about to. Communities aren't about roles or hierarchies or internal politics. They're about coming together with a common goal. We can all do our part. So let the politicians do their jobs, let the innovators do theirs, and let us do ours. Whether it's your school, your suburb, your street, or your social media, stand up and do something. I believe that together we can make a difference. Together we have the power to create change, and together we can fight climate change. So I'm going to ask you all one more time to put your hand up and join in on your community. I'm going to ask you all to say hello on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello. And introduce yourself to your neighbour. And finally, I'm going to ask you to look around the room and smile and create connection. So, how will you be a part of your community?